Hello everyone, welcome to the Elliottwave.com YouTube channel. Today is June the 4th and we're looking at triple Q 45 minutes time frame here. This is the same as the Nasdaq 100. Now we got a pullback in the indices today and we are now calling this as a correction, this wave 2 correction against this rally from May 19. And as you know, the correction, if it is correction, it should be in 3 swing or in 7 swing, in which we are now looking for a potential 3 swings down, which might see support soon in this area between 100%, 161.8%. But the only thing about it is that this pullback so far is rather shallow. If you think about it, it's only 23.6% retracement of the entire rally from May 18. So there's always a risk that this actually becomes a little bit deeper pullback, maybe in the form of 7 swing, or it could be in the form of this could be like a 5 ways down like this, ending a leg, and then a P, and then a C before going up again. So the idea is still for the time being bullish against the May 18 and correcting that rally from May 19, May 18, and the correction or the pullback again should be finding support in 3 or 7 swing. Now if I zoom out to give you some context where we are, here is the 4-hour time frame. Basically we have two important lows, right? This is the most important low, is actually in the March 31st. As you know, this is the low after all that war news with Iran and so on. We bottom and then makes new high, and the secondary low that is important is this May 19, right? So we have two dates there, which is the bullish, what we call the bullish pivot. So first degree bullish pivot is this one. If this one fails, then this one is the most important bullish pivot for now. So for the time being, if you look at the 1 hour, so this is 1, 2 here, the intermediate degree. That 1, 2 is right here. So basically this rally from March 31st ended 1 here, and the 2 ended here, right? And then we are now already extending higher within wave 3, in which we are ending 1 of 3 at the peak here. So looking for 2 of 3 now before going up again to continue higher within a 3 of 3. Now that will be what we are calling, which is the primary view, always calling the most aggressive view in the direction of the trend. The less aggressive view is simply that this extension higher is just an extension within March 31st. So in other words, we are going to be actually ending 1 here and then see a pullback, which is, now if that's the case, then the May 19 is irrelevant. The relevant one is March 31st. And then we're going to be doing a much bigger correction, like a 3-ways pullback, correcting this entire rally from March 31st before going higher again, like this. Now there is a reason to think that probably why not calling this one and calling this one, right? Right, that will be a natural question. Why calling this instead of we're going to be ending the March 31st and looking for a bigger pullback? Well, first of all, always call the most aggressive view in the direction of the trend. But secondly, you can double check and look at the entire group of stock market indices instead of just looking at the triple Q. For example, if you let's say we take a look at the Russell. Right, now they are all correlated. Remember, this entire indices, they are all correlated with one another. So if you compare it with the Russell, so Russell at the bottom and Nasdaq at the top. Okay, now you can see the two most important lows is March and May, right? Now take a look at the Russell. Now this is the same March 31st. The low all across the indices happened the same March 31st. And then the secondary low May 19, look at this, is also in this case May 20, which is more or less the same. Right? Now if you take a look at the Russell, this pullback here, this one, right, which is equivalent to this one. Now in the triple Q, you might say, well, this could be an extension within March 31st ending with 5 of 1. But if you take a look at the Russell, it's kind of actually quite hard to think that this rally here is actually with 5 from here, right? I mean, if you want to label this, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can always force it that way, and that could be basically the alternate. However, it just doesn't look really natural if you call this 1, 2, 3, 4 with the 4 this big. And remember the concept of the channel. We break below the channel here, and so that means it is less likely that this is your wave 4 because it has already broken below that rising channel. So it is more likely the cycle is over here, the entire rally, because they are within the same channel, and then it breaks the channel, and therefore it is not part of the same cycle from the lows. So therefore this ended here, that's your wave 1. This is a pullback, that's your wave 2, and then you make new high again, that's your wave 3. And that's exactly what the triple Q here is saying. This ended here with 1. This pullback is not as deep, it's not as clear whether this is a correction against March 31st or not in the case of triple Q and the Nasdaq. However, the triple Q, the Russell suggests that this one, it does seems like is a correction against March 31st. This is not the same cycle that started from March 31st, right? So that's why I think this view, that the one that we are showing, is currently the primary view, right? Now again, the alternate view, like I mentioned, if the May 19 fails, then yes, you can do it this way, but based on the observation of the other indices, this one looks a better fit. So again, nothing is set in stone in the forecast. Again, the key is to explain the rationale of calling one over another instead of trying to be, oh, I'm right, you're wrong, or it's going to be always perfect. No, nothing is always perfect 100%. It's about the explanation, the reasoning, and let you decide yourself. What do you think about that reasoning? Okay, so now basically bullish against May 19 so far. We got a high sequence, and this third leg with 3 obviously is too short to be with 3. And for now, we're calling for the pullback to still find support in 3 swing on 7 swing, and then extends higher again as long as we don't break below the 695 here. Okay guys, so that's the update for today. And if you do want to check our service, we do cover triple Q in the group 3, as well as a lot of other indices, stocks, Forex, commodities. Feel free to check our service and use the 14 days trial using the link in the description of the video. See you all again next time, and have a nice day everyone.